Hey guys, it's Rhea here, doing a little reading for today's heart message. Like you always hear me say, these are all heart images from Mother Earth, and because we are one, the energy of Mother Earth's hearts connect with the energy of our own very heart. Each heart has a little message, a little inspirational message, or a message that goes along with the heart. So I'll just get right into it. I'll take a deep breath in and exhale, and I just shuffle the cards, and the message that our own heart wants us to hear will pop out. And like I always say, your message, your own heart might interpret and most likely will interpret some of the message or all of the message differently than how I interpret it. The only thing that matters is the energy that is connecting with your own heart energy, and it's bringing forth a guided message or words of wisdom, inspiration, and it's always, always, always just to reconnect and align us to our own heart, bring the focus to the heart in order to produce a life, a physical manifestation of the life around us to match that very frequency. So the message of today, the heart card of today, it's this one, and it's called Unlimited, and it's a little seaweed patch on the beach. There's a little rock up here. Looks like it might have been winter time because the rock right above it seems like it's got a little bit of snow on it. And then we get the perfect shape of a pinkish reddish heart, little plant from the sea on there. So I'll see if I can read this. The lighting is very dark and dreary out today, so let's see here. It's called Unlimited. There is no one method to achieve your goals. There are as many methods as there are truths. They are only dependent upon the frequency you are attuned to and the choices you make. It's up to you to choose the inspired path. Make way for abundance to fill your life when you release limitations. There is no judgment placed on your path. There is only love to fulfill your creation. There's only love to fulfill your creation. So what this card for me is essentially saying, it's saying there's no one method to achieve your goals, and there is no one path. And because there's no one path, there's many truths, as there are individuals. Even though we're all connected through love, we're all connected to source, and we're all from the one source of God, light, love, we still all have our own individual expressions. And what it's telling us or speaking is you might have a path and no one else might relate to it, but that's okay. As long as you're tuning into your own heart frequency, the path that you take is appropriate for you. But the most important thing about the path and the choices you make, again, it's all free will, it's all what you want to do, but when you can tune into the energy of the heart, the path will be more pleasant, it'll be more in alignment to your higher self, which will produce more joyous results. When you're following the energy of the heart, solely just like through feeling and not getting caught up in the mind and questioning everything, the path, well, I think to me, it seems more streamlined, even though there's no time or so-called linear time, the path just seems to be smoother. It seems to be more joyous, more in the flow when you take the path of the heart. But when you let the mind get in, sometimes you kind of take a zigzag, like you might go to this point, but then your head might say, well, I don't know about that. Maybe you should take this. And then out of self-doubt, you might go to another path. It's all ultimately taking you to the same goal, but sometimes we just deviate from the path, which, really isn't even a deviation. It's just different experiences we choose to take along the path. And the paths are unlimited, just like all the little different, in the plant, it's almost like, I don't know if you can see this, it's almost like you got all these different little vines, all these little different paths from that little plant, the seaweed, in there. But because this kind of represents, the coloring itself represents passion and love and connected to the Mother Earth energy, the root chakra, the root energy connected to earth, and you have all these different paths available to you, and all these different paths will ultimately create all these different scenarios, abundance, life to take and give you different results. But it's still all based, everything is always based in love, as which is represented. And the heart is just kind of like the universal symbol of love. And you've got all these different paths and all these different scenarios that you can take. And it's important not to judge yourself. Just kind of tune into your heart, and don't judge others on their paths, because we're still all connected in the energy of love. Now, when I look at the little rock up here, sometimes that can represent obstacles to me. And I think sometimes the obstacles, the rocks, which are just opportunities in disguise, or an opportunity to expand. But when you have this little rock here and the little snow, to me the snow represents purity. But the temperature of the snow can sometimes represent coldness or frigidity, to me anyways. And sometimes when you're being cold or closed off to the heart, I think you might run into more obstacles. But those obstacles are just to make you stop and think, and maybe tune into your heart again, and to focus in on that energy. And then kind of like the obstacle will dissolve. And with obstacles that are put in your path, it's just sometimes obstacles are obviously they're meant to work through, but sometimes the obstacle is there to let you know, hey, you might not want to continue in this direction. Take the path of least resistance, and maybe you go over to this path, or go through there, and then it creates a more wide open space. So obstacles sometimes are placed in our way just to make us take a different path, because we might be so ultra focused on the path we want to take, we're kind of closed to other paths and other avenues of expression and experiences and ways to achieve our goal. We might be just kind of tunnel vision and not really see all the open area that we can take. And a lot of times that open area might be a way we never thought of, unless we are placed upon an obstacle or something that keeps saying no, no, no. It's for a reason. So this is just letting us know there are many paths, different truths. It's all individual. And the more you can tune into the energy of your heart, the more wide open and free and more paths that you will create. Let me just see if there's anything in here. And it's all your choice. And it's all abundant. There is no wrong. There is no right way. It's just for the experience, and every experience is an opportunity to grow in the expansion of love and light, and to allow others the freedom also to experience their own paths. So hopefully something in this card resonated with you. Maybe you got a little something from the image, or a word or something that just popped out. But anyways, this is today's heart message, energy brought forth from the heart to focus on. Thank you guys. Have an awesome day.